don't get that very often, and it's only
when
in short
you do.
spurts. See, that was the thing about this game. I thought Terry would have max mode in this game. And
I
can
didn't,
you
like-
imagine?
I wish, like, if I could do Nair down till forward till Burn Knuckle Buster Wolf,
Oh, duh. Like, can you imagine?
Crack Shoot Power
So,
Geyser.
when they first leaked it was going to be when they said it was going to be an SNK character, I was like, oh, it's Terry. Like, there's no one else it could be, and so I was immediately. Geese would have. Trust me, I would have been just as excited for Geese. Geese is one of my favorite fighting game characters ever. He's so sick, and he would have been dope in this game with the counters and all that stuff. He'd have been so
his
good.
throws.
Predictable. Like, you'd have been so sick in this game, or the pretzel motion to get Raging. Like, Raging Storm would be the hypest thing in the world in this game. But
I guarantee you the pretzel motion would have had a fudge to it. Because
with the way this game is, there's.
Have I shown you how you can fudge Power Geyser?
Oh yeah.
Can I borrow your controller? So like, people, whenever I play Terry, people are like, oh, that's gotta be so hard. You're like, you have to go all the way back and then all the way forward. Hey, now, all you gotta do is down and then wiggle between the two bottom notches.
Yeah, that's all you got. It corrects the rest.
Just go.
No, this game.
I just got busted.
This game has a mountain of input leniency, which is part of the reason why
So
sometimes
much.
the inputs are inconsistent. Because they're so lenient, you'll get other things
No,
when you're
I
trying to
find
cheat
that
your way to it.
I find it hard to do an intentional true crack shoot. I end up forward smashing sometimes.
No, that happens to me too.
I end up just saying, like, just out of, like, I don't want to throw neutral. So
That
I
was
just
actually
do side B.
That was actually the other thing I got wrong. I thought crack shoot would have a spike sweet spot.
I wish.
I was convinced, like, at the very end of the kick, what's up, Trop? I was convinced that at the very end of the kick, it would have a spike sweet spot. Other than that, though, I knew almost, like, everything I thought about the character, I guessed right.
And I don't know if you knew this, but Power Dunk, so there's 4 variants to Power Dunk.
Right.
Light, heavy, non-true, and then true, light, heavy.
Right.
Only the heavy, true input has a spike for Power Dunk.
Yes, I did know that.
And the beginning hitbox, so when you get the combo, the first hit on the dive down is actually the sour spot. Because the strong hit is the spike.
Is the spike, yeah.
But if Power Dunk spiked at the beginning, that would be the best combo in the game.
Yeah, it'd be really good. It's already good. It'd be
I guarantee
really
you they
good.
considered it, and they're like, hold up.
We'll give competitive Smash one thing. One thing. This is all
we
they
won't
get.
make heavy Power Dunk spike at the beginning.
Oh, that would have been sick, though.
There is a way to combo into the spike, though. But it only works on 3 characters.
Right.
And they have to DI in on forward tilt.
Yeah.
They have to DI in forward tilt and then heavy power.
Well, that's another. Tekken's all about grounded strings. Kazuya is all about grounded strings.
So was Terry.
But that's all he has. That's the thing. He like that. That's
They gave
it.
Terry air shit too.
So they did, and it's not like there's no precedence for it. But like, I don't know. Like, if his whole game is he gonna be like Bayonetta, where he's really, 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 really good at racking up damage and then not be able to close it out?
Oh, I was thinking Smash 4 Bayo.
No. No, I was thinking more of this. I mean, yes. I imagine how pissed people would be if Kazuya is like Smash 4 Bayo, like absolutely.
Well, there's gonna be, I
ludicrous.
guarantee you, because the last like DLC characters, there's no way they're gonna make them bad.
Well, and he's got a comeback mechanic, which is the DLC,
the demon
DLC
form.
character checkmark. Yeah.
And
how good is that beam? Because in Tekken, the beam does a ton of damage, but it's bad.
Well, that was his Final Smash.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not just Final Smash.
Oh, does he have it?
He has it as a special move in Demon.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So he could just so the Final Smash is the big one, and then he turns into like the Super Demon form, the Tekken 7 final boss.
J-Play, you mad lad!
How good will it be? Fast? Will it be like a Rob full charge with more knockback? Like, if that move's really good, that's scary.
No, I still plan to continue with Melee. I will try Kazuya out.
I mean, what was the factor? What was it that made you jump ship?
It just stopped being fun.
Fighting games do that. Even fighting games I have a total passion for, just sometimes I'm like not feeling it. That's one of the reasons why even if I were to put my all to it, I could never be like a top player. I know I could be like really good, but like not like I don't have the same level of passion that it takes people to become the cream of the crop of something.
I just found the better I got, the more unfun it got. Because it came to a point where it no longer felt like I was playing my opponent, it just felt like a game of we're both playing super safe. Who fucks up first?
That's kind of this game.
And
That's kind of this game at a high
I do
level.
not enjoy that.
No, I get you.
As we're in Melee, I can just outplay. I can just play well,
I'd play fast.
play fast,
Playing fast is super viable in Melee because the game's fast.
and I do understand. I can imagine at a high enough level it does become that to some extent in Melee.
Oh, cool. Well, no matter Marvel versus Capcom becomes that at a very high level. That's the nature of high-level fighting games. As soon as you master your craft, that's what it becomes. Who can
You
hit
play
the craft
so
first.
safe. It
Yeah,
just-
yeah, no, exactly. You'd be amazed. Like one of these days, I want to watch like a high-level Marvel 3 match with you, just so I can point out and show you how slow at a high level that game acts. Now, once I get the hit and the setup start, then it's crazy. But the intro of the game, like especially that game ended up leaning towards defensive teams, like over the years. How slow it actually is. Now, Marvel slow is this game fast.
Yeah.
But it's like in comparison to how things go, it's actually rather precise.
No, another thing that like really got to me is like I kind of miss being the underdog. It was just such a finite group of people, and like losing to anyone else was just a stress knot. Even though I know certain players were good enough to beat me, most people expected out of me to win, or else people are going to start saying, "Oh, Tibbs is washed. Tibbs isn't that good." It's become the stress knot of like I have to play so well.
I get it.
It's like it no longer becomes like I beat someone that I considered good back in early 2019. It was like, yes, I can feel good about myself. I beat someone I considered good in early 2020. I wasn't really allowed to just like pop off because it's like you're ranked higher than this guy. Like, why are you popping off? And it's like,
Not exactly, because it's not like all you did, but in a sense, your passion became your job.
Yeah.
And so it became with that. That is part of the nature of esports. People don't seem to realize. People don't like. In order to be a top player at any game, it doesn't matter whether it's a fighting game, an FPS. Doesn't matter. You have to be playing the game 6, 7, 8 hours a day to be at that high, and then they expect that of you. You're not having fun anymore. That's your day at the office. And no matter how fun a game is, some people just can't take that. That's just how it is.
as we're like with Melee, I'm just playing for fun now, entering tournaments.
They don't know who
enjoying
you
it.
are. You're the ultimate guy, so you're naturally the underdog.
I'm enjoying it. No one knows I'm the ultimate guy. Like, I'm just entering random stuff. Like, people don't know me. And I get just to enjoy it, have fun, enjoy the game that I've been playing since I can remember. And it just, yeah. And I get to be the underdog.
Mhm.
And again, that's kind of what I miss about Ultimate. I missed being the underdog. I missed having the crowd behind me, as we're now, like, if I win, it's expected.
I get you.
And I get people might be thinking, oh, like, it's kind of lame for me to, like, oh, that's why I'm not playing. It's not fun anymore because of it.
No, dude. If the thing at the end of the day is, unless you're one of the rare few that go into competitive esports, I guess their thing, this is a hobby. For some people, it's an extremely serious hobby, but at the end of the day, it's a hobby. And if it's not fun for you anymore, you shouldn't be required. Now, imagine you're a streamer, and everyone and you get thousands of viewers every day for Ultimate, and then you start playing something else, and all of a sudden your viewers aren't showing up. Imagine the extra layer of pressure that comes from that. I like how I came back, and instead of the hype screaming commentary I'm known for, we're actually having deep conversation about what it's like being in esports.
Jay Play fights Pixl like every other week. I'll do VOD review with him later because he's part of TZL.
Right. You're still the TCL coach.
But I just kind of want to have a conversation right now.
I get you,
Just
though.
like, yeah.
I don't mind. People have started calling me the boomer because I keep talking about how I'm an old person. And like,
No, like-
the truth is, I'm not old, but I'm older than most people in this. Like, Josh is older than me,
Yeah.
and like Michael's barely older than me. But outside of that, like, most of y'all are like 20 or like
22.
17 to 23. Like,
That's part of the reason
thanks,
why
Jerome.
I'm very excited for KOF 15 because it's something new that I can enjoy and be passionate about.
And I'm excited to see where your skills are at because I don't have 13 to. Okay, he's talking to Speedy. We will continue in a moment. My goodness, Best Nest got so ripped. Guys, I don't know if you've been watching, but he's like Clark Kent right now, and I'm like happily married, and I don't know what to do. Anyway, there's Banjo. He's shooting Kazooie at him, going for the feet. Setting up the leg. We got the ledge.
You have to double
Pixl's
jump to
gonna be able
reset your
get back up, go for
tether.
the offense. He's gonna get
And if
caught
you
with the
can't
up
double
smash,
jump,
but
like
at
if you
what
got hit
cost?
out of
The
it.
grenade was in his hand. He's at 139. Banjo's kind of heavy, but I'm not. It's not going to take too much to end that stock. He hangs
So
onto
did
the
you
ledge
double
too long,
jump
gets
before?
his fingers poked. You hate to see that happen. Neutral Air's going to do it. Pixl
You have
going
to double
up
jump to reset your
2-1.
tether.